Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one, Dave.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Trying to take it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
He'll toss it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. Already find a hole in that secondary. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. On the move at the 30. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those 1st downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Maffa. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes one man miss. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the 1st. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Defense not showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we've put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I give him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's passed. Didn't happen that time. And the defense was able to get a negative play.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Tigers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it. It's Maffa. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You can tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
Not a chance. Missed it. That one could have helped out a bit there, guys. It's still an 8-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Power football with the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return, it's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Coming after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. Still up by 8 after the miss. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running back.
Oh, ball's out! Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Release to the back. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way.
Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Quick pass on the fly motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it, but get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, a 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He's got it down the left side. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's Maffa.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout the season.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes a catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Motion from the offense. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Carolina, 8. Clemson, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the counter play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
They showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that.
He's got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. To throw, it's Sellers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks! South Carolina starting to feel a little cocky, and why not, as they stretch the lead on Clemson.
They're cocky, and they should be the way they're dominating this game on both sides of the ball. They are bringing it to Clemson.
And South Carolina's fan base is one of the best in the country, and they are jacked out of their mind right now to be putting it on their in-state rival.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Maffa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quarterback extends the play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They've got it down to a two-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. First down for this offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Oh, he's looking to throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Wants to pass it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're good.
And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. South Carolina, 34. Clemson, 8.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Trying to get to it. The ball pops out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Maffa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, you know, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Makes the catch. It's Maffa. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining